On this episode of Diggity, a video game podcast, we're talking about Battlefield 5 getting delayed, all the sweet, sweet games coming out in 2018 that we're looking forward to, and what happened to PAX. Let's get on into it. What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 2 of Diggity, a video game podcast. I'm Jeff, and as always with me is the one and only Luscious Brody.
I love that that's becoming a thing now.
That's your thing, Luscious Brody.
Yeah, Luscious.
Luscious
nice.
Brody. Apologies in
What's going
advance
on, buddy?
if we hear weird-ass sounds in the background. That could be my cat, which makes sounds that cat does not make. Makes
sounds more like a pigeon.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
A weird-ass
I'd pay
Pokemon.
money for that.
Hell yeah. Anyways, how you doing?
Good. How about yourself, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. Long weekend's over.
Yeah.
I'm sore as could be. I'm burnt and jet skied and tried to relax. We hung out. We went to some winery with our wives, and that was interesting.
Yeah.
That was good.
Did
Did you have a headache the next day?
No, man. I was pretty good.
I swear to God, man, there's something in red wine. I think it's called tannins. It just does not agree with me. I had the most splitting headache that night.
Really?
It was delicious.
It was
wine
fine.
slushy. I'd have it any day of the week, but yeah. Did you hear that? Did you hear that fucking cat?
I thought that was on my end.
No, that's on my end. You don't
I
have
got
a
something
cat.
going on outside. No, yeah, I know. I got something going on outside.
Going
Maybe
on
it's a
outside.
rabbit or
It's like
something.
11 o'clock
Yeah,
over there.
It gets wild around here.
Oh no, we just
Rabbits and
released.
shit.
We just said what time we recorded this at. Oh no.
Oh, damn it.
Oh,
What have
snap.
you done? It's all
I know,
your damn
right?
fault.
Oh no, the podcast universe implodes now. Oh snap. Anyways, let's just jump on into it. What do you want to discuss first, my dude?
Well, what have you been playing?
What have I been playing? Man, you know me, dog. I'm playing that Rabbids Kingdom Battle, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get that stuff buttoned up, done up, sewn up, and then I'm gonna trade that puppy in for some Octopath, I think.
Yeah.
Took me like 5 years
Telling
to
you,
finish
man,
it.
you won't regret it.
I've got a flight coming up in 2
Oh.
weeks, so
That's perfect.
that means obligatory
Don't
switch
have to have any
time.
online. You can just kind of power away, get your characters.
Yeah, man. So I gotta get.
I just turned over 14 and a half hours.
In what, Octopath?
Yeah, man.
Holy shit!
I still have 2 characters left to get. I don't even have them all yet. Still. I'm a filthy casual.
Wow, at
Yeah.
14 hours. Holy crap! Holy crap!
It's so good.
I'm ripping that, and this is I guess I'm shameless on this. I downloaded Peggle the other night.
You
And
downloaded Peggle.
Yeah, it was ripping
Really?
some Peggle. Yeah.
Was that on Game Pass or what?
EA.
Oh, yeah.
I still have like a couple months left. I don't think I'm gonna renew it. Now that I have Game Pass,
Nah, there's nothing for me there.
I mean, the new Madden comes out like that comes up there only a couple months after it usually comes out. So I mean, it'll be up there pretty soon. Well, no, it'll be up there. What, after Christmas is when the last one came out?
I think it went up in like February. I think it's like right after the Super Bowl. It
Yes.
goes up.
You know what's crazy though? They still have not announced that Madden 19 or 18 is in that store. You still just have to search for it and just
Really?
find that. Yeah, last time I was in there.
It's
Because
kinda
the
bizarre.
longest time it was like that. I found out online that it was up there. They're like, it's on it. It's on EA Access.
I think the only time I play Madden is when you come to my house.
And I beat the shit out of you.
It's
That's
yeah,
right.
it's some like 3 o'clock in the morning drunken Madden bullshit.
It's the best Madden.
Well, that's the only Madden for me. I mean,
Exactly.
it's just not my cup of tea on a normal basis.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm going to cancel that. I like my Game Pass, though. Game Pass is unreal. Just to let people know about things, in case they haven't picked these games up already, because these are fantastic games, and they must be known that that they're free. It was God of War 3 Remastered and Destiny 2 for free for PlayStation Plus members, which is unreal. That's a great value. They really,
that's
killed
probably
it.
the best one I've seen since I've had my PlayStation. I mean, that's damn good.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. I mean, that's pretty sweet. And for games with gold for Xbox users is Prison Architect, Live Lock, Lego Star Wars 3, and the Sega Vintage Collection. And I'm so sorry I forgot which ones were for free for Sony for backwards compatibility, but whatever. I think the fact that Destiny 2 and God of War 3 Remastered, that's so cool. Do you think that they're gonna put the new God of War on like PS Now eventually?
Eventually. I don't think they're done milking that yet. I mean, they got quite a bit of time yet. But
so what do you think?
I think maybe
a year?
Yeah,
Or like
maybe
2?
another year or so. I don't know. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years after release.
Yeah.
Once it starts dropping in price and in physical copies, I can see it going. That'd be cool.
And I don't know what the hell is coming to PlayStation Now, but there's a couple really big Game Pass games coming, or Game Story coming to Game Pass in September, and then there's some other smaller ones. But the big ones are the Halo Master Chief Collection, and they did some stuff to it. They fixed some bugs in it. I think they changed up a couple of things in it as well that had players had some other issues with in the past. So that's really cool. And also
It's
Quantum.
been a long time coming.
Yeah.
I can't believe it took that long to get Master Chief Collection on Game Pass.
I know. And then
Especially when they're talking about all the new games coming, like
Yeah.
Forza, when it drops, it's like, yeah, no, it'll be on Game Pass, but Master Chief Collection took a year to get on.
Yeah, no, it's insane. And then you've got Quantum Break, which is pretty awesome.
That's awesome. I've been holding out on that game for a long time, so I'm ready to play it.
You're lucky, man. And then other games up for that is you got Advent Colony, Shadow Warrior 1, Skyforce Reloaded, which is actually pretty cool that they're going to do that for kids. It's kind of a good kids game. Manuel Samuel, Gianna Sisters series, and Onrush by Codemasters.
Yeah,
So
not a bad little lineup for
the Master. But with your comment earlier with the Master Chief Collection, I mean they had the Xbox One X enhance it.
Right. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess they were holding off for that, but
I mean, you have to take
at the
every
same
asset,
time,
right, and
yeah,
it. So it's like that. It's supposed to have like the new features in it is obviously visual enhancements for Xbox One X. You've got improved matchmaking.
that's godsend right there.
Offline LAN support, which is pretty interesting.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who'd have thought that'd be something that you'd have to even think about in 2018?
Right, and then something that they're calling intelligent delivery. So basically, you get to choose. Like, Master Chief Collection is a massive game, right?
Oh yeah, it's huge.
Yeah, and so you get to choose kind of what you want to download and install through
Really?
delivery. Yeah, so the delivery is offering these different game installation options, which I think is pretty interesting. I wish like more games down the road do this because games are massive now. But
They're just stupid huge.
yeah, you can download Halo Combat Evolved campaign and multiplayer, Halo 2 campaign and multiplayer, which includes the Halo 2 anniversary with Forge and Halo 2 Classic multiplayer, Halo 3 campaign and multiplayer, and Halo 4 has campaign and multiplayer, including Spartans, Ops, and Forge as well. And you'll find apparently you'll find intelligent delivery configuration in the main menu via the options and career page under settings. It's kind of hidden, but it might save you some room because I believe it's a 70 gig package.
Yeah, I think I still have it installed from when I bought the physical forever ago when it released, but
Right.
so it doesn't really do much for me. But I think that's awesome because
Yeah, man.
I do get pretty sick of deleting games off of my hard drive just so I can install something new. Or that's the only downside of Game Pass to me. I don't have room for all that shit.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, and they did localization, so they have new languages for this as well, which is awesome. It's always good to get more people playing it. Faster load times, updated menus and UI
Thank
elements.
God. I was not a fan of the UI in that game.
Yeah, so now it's
kind of a mess.
A lot more. You can look at all this stuff up, but a lot cleaner of. Well, I mean, the game's out right now. Like Master Chief Collection's up right now live. But
I think Quantum Break is up right now too.
Is it the 3rd or the 5th?
Maybe it was the 5th.
But yeah, the updated menus look great, look fantastic, nice and clean, definitely more functional. You get the matchmaking playlists have a much bigger overhaul. Obviously, people were not fans of it, what they had in previous. So you have like an initial 14 playlists that will launch with the update. So the playlists are like Social Slayer, Halo CE Team Doubles, Halo 2 Classic Team Arena, Halo 2 Anniversary Team Arena, Halo 2 Team Hardcore, Halo 3 Team Arena, Halo 3 Team Hardcore, Halo 3 Big Team Battle, and Halo 4 Team Arena.
Good.
Yeah.
They needed to do that for sure because it was kind of... I mean, trying to find what you actually wanted to play was just kind of a mess.
Yeah.
So cleaning that up and actually giving you options is fantastic. That's going to make a huge difference.
Yeah, and they're doing... It's sick. So like some of the social playlists that they're doing too is like Team Slayer, Action Sack, Crossplay, Halo CE Team Arena, Halo 3 BDB, and Halo 3 Free For All, as well as a Halo 4 Team Arena as well. And then there's the ranked playlist is just the original playlist that I listed before those. And yeah, I mean there's a lot of cool shit, man, that they're coming out with this. Like it's pretty sweet, dude.
Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited. Maybe we'll have to get into that sometime not this week, but sometime.
Also,
this week's a little hectic.
Is the Halo 3 ODST campaign and Nightfall. So Halo 3 ODST campaign is a premium add-on for the Master Chief Collection.
Right.
If you bought
it, I think if you bought it before a certain time period, they actually gave it to you for free. But
yeah, if you have ODST installed, it'll also benefit from the Xbox One X visual enhancements.
Oh, nice. That's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if that means the whole game's going to be Xbox One X enhanced, but I would assume a large amount.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, they're fixing a ton of stuff, which is awesome. I mean, that's cool. You know, they took their time with it, and hopefully a lot of people enjoy it, right? I mean, it's what it was supposed to be first. It was supposed to be just a seamless, catalog and discography pretty much of every Halo up to that point. And so hopefully it continues to carry that on, and hopefully it's just easier to play games, because I mean that was the biggest issue. I know that UI was horrendous.
Oh, it was terrible.
Absolutely horrendous.
Who would have thought we just wanted an easy way to play games?
No.
It's like why we bought the game. I mean, odd.
No way. But speaking of that, man, let's get into, now the Game Pass is out of the way, PlayStation Now is out of the way, all that kind of stuff. Let's talk about kind of stuff coming out in 2018. It's a new month, and so in September, kind of what are we looking at, man, for releases?
Well, really, only two things on my radar right now are Destiny 2 Forsaken, which drops on Tuesday, which when you guys will be listening to this will be currently. But yeah, no, that's going to be fantastic. And then on Thursday, I believe, unless I'm way off, no, Thursday. Yeah, Spider-Man, man. That's gonna. I think Octopath is actually gonna have to go on the back burner, because that's gonna take over my life.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, man, yeah, I'm so jealous.
You'd be excited if you had a PlayStation.
I would. I had one, and then I traded it in. And yes, I would have been excited. But you know what's crazy? So here's the thing. When I was just at someone's house, and we talked about this. Did we talk about this on the last podcast? Where I said I wasn't gonna buy a new PlayStation unless I got one at a really cheap price because of all the rumors going around of a new one, like even before 2 years from now. I think so. Right?
I don't think we quite brought that up.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I mean, we talked about it and how you were pretty on the fence about it.
Yeah. So those are the rumors going around, and I mean, I thought that those rumors were kind of like a certain level of video game nerd, only it hadn't really broad mainstream. No, man, this shit's hit the fan everywhere.
Oh yeah.
I was at a buddy's
a
house.
Lot.
Yeah, I was at a buddy's house, and he's like, he doesn't have a PlayStation. He traded his in I think a couple months ago, and he's like, I'm like, yeah, are you gonna buy another one or whatever? And he's like, no. He's like, I hear there's a new one coming out. And I'm like, holy shit. And he's not a big, I mean, he likes video games, but he's not into the culture of it, he's not avidly seeking out this a ton of news or going on a bunch of subreddits. And I'm like, oh my god,
making a podcast about it.
This is hit just kind of this common gamer. It's pretty interesting to me.
It'll be interesting to see how that affects Sony going forward. Is that going to put a fire under their ass to actually try to live up to these rumors, or
I don't know,
is it actually true, or what? I mean,
from
I'm sure
business
they'll never
sense,
tell, but
I'm sure you'll probably see I'm sure this year we'll see some crazy Black Friday sales.
Oh, I'm sure this will be
both
the
for
year
games and for consoles themselves.
In all honesty, this generation of consoles is definitely going to be downhill from here. I mean, they've hit their peak, and I think from here on out, it's just going to be kind of surviving until the next iteration of the Xbox and PlayStation come out. I think they're in the last little leg of their life cycle here, and which
for sure,
I get, but
I think they're it's gonna be that awkward stage where it's gonna be the Grand Theft Auto stage, right? I mean, we're probably gonna see Grand Theft Auto announced in the next 1 to 2 years here, and it's gonna be made for these systems, but then a couple months later, after the new ones launch, it's gonna migrate to it. So it's gonna be all these transition games that in quotes were made for Xbox One and PS4, but really they were made for the newer ones, and they'll come out, and then a year later after they've been released, they get ported not ported, but basically they're originally created for the newer ones. They come out on the newer ones. So
right.
It's interesting.
Only if they tell us that it's not going to come out on the new generation. That way we buy it on the old generation and then have to buy it again.
You think they're going to do that?
They got me last time.
With Skyrim?
I fell for that shit. No, I fell for it on GTA. Initially, when they
what do you have
it
it on?
They said,
oh, you had it on 360 and then on one?
Yeah. I bought it on 360, beat it on 360, and then and the only reason I bought it was because they said they weren't going to put it on the one,
right?
Which was a bunch of bullshit. So then later on, after it started to go on sale and whatnot, I picked it up again, and I think I even sold it off again. So it's not really my cup of tea, I guess. I couldn't get into the online. I was too far behind.
So we know it's going to be called PlayStation 5. What the hell does Microsoft call the next one?
Shit, man, I don't know. The whole thing, one wasn't actually a numeric value. I mean,
no, it's supposed to be an all-in-one
right.
entertainment system.
Yeah, all-in-one
and
entertainment
that failed.
system. Which,
I mean, that was
right. They backpedaled on that real quick, but shit, man, I don't know. I'm sure they'll just come up with a different name and start something again, because there's no way they're gonna call it the Xbox 2 or something stupid like that.
You got Xbox One X, right?
Yeah.
Which is essentially, I mean, that's it's akin to essentially an iPhone Plus, right? An iPhone, whatever numeric value than the plus tag. Interesting.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Is there any rumors going around at all, for names yet or no?
I think they
have a project
name I have heard
right?
was I think it was Scarlet. I think it was Project Scarlet.
Yeah.
So I mean, the One X was also called Scorpio. So, I mean,
And the one before
the project
that,
name.
the 1S was project name was Edmonton. So
Well, yeah, I actually just want them to use that for the next one. Just call it Evington.
no,
That'd be
Edmonton,
fine.
like the city
Oh,
of
Edmonton.
Canada.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
this is all white, I guess, and snow. I don't know. I don't know why they called it that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Do you think they're just gonna focus on gaming? I think so. I don't think they're gonna.
Yeah, they fell flat on their face on the whole entertainment aspect of the last one. I mean, Kinect died, and that was supposed to be such a huge thing when they released it. You know, Kinect was still supposed to be such a vital part of this, and that, I mean, I don't even have mine attached anymore. Mine's in the mechanical room, just hanging out, gathering dust. So I think this next go around, they're just gonna focus on gaming, and you kind of saw that from E3 when they were talking about picking up all these different studios and really focusing on their I'm drawing a blank on their first party games. So
Right.
I think they're definitely gonna focus on gaming and try to stray away from getting into too much of the frilly bullshit and
Right.
give us what we really want.
So here's what I think happens. That Scarlet thing you're talking about, that I read on that stuff. It's like Scarlet Cloud, and that's for their streaming service right now that they're trying to make up for Xbox.
Oh, that was their streaming service? I must have got it mixed up.
That's
somewhere.
their project name right now for their streaming
Gotcha.
service is Scarlet Cloud. So I feel like they're gonna come up with two different systems, and one's gonna be like your regular Xbox. I think all of them are gonna support 4K going forward.
Yeah.
I think the Xbox One X was like a big test for Microsoft just to see like who the hell out there has a 4K television. Obviously, there's people who have 4K TVs that never upgraded to the Xbox One X because they didn't want to spend an extra $200, right? But I think that kind of
people.
right. I think that was something where they put some feelers out there.
Yeah.
For people who might have wanted to, they wanted to see if they could make two SKUs, right, of a product. And so I think they are going to make two SKUs. I think they're going to make one that's just like your normal Xbox that has, you take your discs, your digital forms of games as well, and it's going to be just a normal standardized Xbox, hard drive, all that kind of stuff. And I think there's going to be like a better one, but it's not going to be resolution. It's going to be with that streaming service. And I think that's where they're going to start their streaming service, because I think that allows them to, over the next either this generation or the generation after, depending on how long it is, right? This generation is going to be coming up. It's going to allow them to migrate the consumer focus into the streaming rather than the digital and physical copies.
See, I don't think streaming's going to be this generation. I think it's still a generation out.
Man, I think that company, Microsoft, and there's nothing wrong with it. They're smart for doing it because they've killed it this year. And the last like 2 years, that company has done phenomenal in its finances. It's about to hit $1 trillion soon too, in terms of its value, just like Apple did like a couple weeks back. But they are so focused on the Microsoft Azure platform, like for cloud computing. Mm-hmm. It's insane. And that all that streaming does is boost metrics in Azure for them, which just increases further sales for them.
I think we talked about this last time on our last episode. I just PlayStation Now's streaming service really just doesn't run very well.
But Sony doesn't own a cloud. Think about two companies, right? Sony does not own cloud. Did not invent. Microsoft didn't invent cloud computing, but they don't own one of the most powerful cloud platforms in the world. They don't know how to properly deal with the latency issue. Microsoft knows how to do that. They've done that in tests. They've shown that off. And I think that's where you see this step. True. I think you either see them both launch at the same time, or I think you see one launch and then halfway through the cycle they say, hey, and we're coming out with this one. And maybe it's less. Shit, dude, maybe the streaming one's less. And if you have good internet, and hey, for you it's only $100 or $300 for the box instead of $600.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe that's the deal on it. I don't know. I just feel like they want to get into it.
If Microsoft can actually pull that off, right? I mean, that's huge. That's massive. I mean,
that's insane. Yeah, you just pay. I mean, Game Pass. Game Pass would turn into streaming, right? Like, because you're just working on content packages or packages downloaded. So it would, for one SKU of Xbox, you'd be like, oh, okay, this one can't stream, cool. We're gonna, just download the package here from this game, and then, the one that can stream, and it'd just be Game Pass, and Game Pass, streaming would come to Game Pass.
I mean, that's if Microsoft can pull that off, they'll definitely have a leg up on Sony.
My thing is
Sony's
customer support.
Sony's leading this generation, but if Microsoft can do that, I don't see the Sony catching up.
Yeah,
because they've already proven they can't quite do the streaming thing yet. So I mean,
right, and
that'd be huge for Microsoft.
I don't even see Sony honestly holding on in the next generation. I either see it being dead even, or I think Microsoft pulls away, and not because of the streaming. Unless Sony makes some crazy announcement in the next year and starts teasing, at least they have to start teasing ASAP about their console if they want to start, because shit's gonna start leaking all over the place about these consoles, especially in today's day and age. It's totally different from when the Xbox One launched and the PS4 originally launched. Leaks are everything nowadays. I mean, obviously they were back then, but it just seems like there's so many more coming out nowadays.
There's a leak for everything, and granted, for every true leak you get, there's about 10 fake ones.
Fake ones,
but still,
absolutely.
I mean, that's the age we live in, where everybody lives for these rumors and these leaks, and even if it's complete and utter bullshit, I mean, they'll still follow the candy trail and come to whatever the conclusion they can, and then shout it all over the internet.
And I think you see Sony start teasing. Honestly, dude, I think you start seeing Sony teasing this spring. After they'll let holiday, because they're gonna let their holiday season play out and play through and make their dough and let the consumer be focused on the PlayStation 4 sales and picking it up and stuff like that. And I think they'll start teasing in spring, early summer next year. The new system and
I can see that.
But when they announce it, they're gonna have to announce a shitload of crazy games for it, or else I don't know. I feel like even with streaming, if Microsoft is just streaming, Game Pass is on Xbox One right now, right?
Yeah.
If I want to play a game, I can just download it. I don't care. So unless Game Pass is gonna have an added another 100 games to Game Pass or something insane like that, and I can stream it, and day one there's gonna be all these different games on it, that's huge. I mean, day one would be, I bet you they do all compatibility on Game Pass for the new Xbox, which would be huge, which means day one it would launch with 100 plus titles. But I'm talking I want to see insane exclusives.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing that they were trying to kind of hint at E3. I guess not even hint at. I mean, they kind of threw it right in our face.
Just came right out about it, yeah.
Yeah, what they buy 9 studios or something like that.
I think they bought 4 this year.
Was it 4?
Yeah, and I guarantee you'll probably see some studios get bought up next year as well. I think they're gonna do this up until it launches.
I think that's a smart idea by them, because that's kind of where they've lacked. I mean, for the most part, their big exclusive games have kind of lacked. I mean, you got your Gears and you got your Halo and you got your Forza, but
they're drawn out, right?
Yeah, there's such a huge gap between them. But Sony's been hitting it hard, and their PlayStation exclusives are just top notch. I mean, you got God of War, you got Spider-Man, you got Persona 5, and they just have so much, and that's a lot of people will buy it solely for those games. And Microsoft needs to. I really believe that they need to step up their game and give people a reason to buy an Xbox, because I feel like the days of Halo being the console seller are kind of gone, in all honesty.
Well, they're turning into a Game Pass seller now.
Right. Absolutely.
Everything's going to be Game Pass.
I mean, back in the day, Halo used to be the reason somebody would buy an Xbox. You'd buy Halo and get, as many friends as you could together, and you do a LAN party.
Absolutely.
But, I mean, LAN parties are long gone for the most part.
Bring back LAN parties.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
I can get behind that. But, no, I think Microsoft's definitely going in the right direction, and I think it's very clear that they have no intention of being behind in this next generation. The only thing they got to do is win over the PlayStation fanboys, and they'll be in the clear.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see, man. So September, my big ones are Spider-Man, even though I don't have a PlayStation. And it's incredible.
I'll tell you all about it. Send you videos.
Hey.
Anything and everything I can do for you, buddy.
Oh, thanks so much, man. You're such a great person.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
NHL 19 drops.
That's
September 14th.
That's all your territory.
That's all
right
me.
there.
That's like my one sports game, that Madden, that I like to play. Actually, so there's a game called 8-Bit Armies that's coming out on PS4 and Xbox One September 21st. And I'm actually pretty excited about that one. Pretty cool looking.
I'll have to check that out. I don't think I've seen anything about that one, actually.
Yeah. Namco Museum Arcade Pack for Switch comes out also on September 28th. So I'm kind of excited for that. Like the retro games. Big fan of retro games.
Yeah.
And then, man, still, I'll just be waiting October for my Mario Party and my Red Dead, bro.
Absolutely. Not to mention, I guess Forza comes out as well, so we'll be able to play that on Game Pass. That'll be coming out on the 2nd of October.
Dude, we're so screwed.
Yeah.
We're so screwed.
But
like,
my family's going to leave me. It's all right.
I'll have so Forza Horizon 4 comes out on October 2nd, like you said, sorry, on PC and Xbox One. And then 3 days later, Super Mario Party Switch launches.
Which is awesome.
Which is awesome. So I'll have 3 days in between those.
As long as they got that rain back in and went back to the old style, I'm on board.
Well,
from what I can tell,
the
it
online
seems like
style then.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah. So here soon, Nintendo's online launches, and so we'll have to see how that goes. But
when does it launch?
You know you're gonna have to get it. They just said the second half of September. We don't have an actual date yet, as far as I know. Unless
Really?
I missed something today. Yeah.
They haven't given a date yet, and it's September, and it's supposed to launch sometimes in the second half of September.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
no,
that's exactly
we'll be
where
grinding
we're
down
at
to the
right
last minute. That's not good.
You know you're gonna have to get it too. I mean,
$20
if we're
for
gonna
the whole
play
year,
Mario
right?
Party, you got to get it. Yeah. I will send you $20. You cheap ass.
No, I'll get it. Only because Super Mario will be online. I'm stoked for that.
Yeah,
So,
that's a big deal.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, granted, we also said we were going to play Mario Kart online, and we have not done it yet. So there's too much to play. I mean, that's some.
There is too much to play.
It's a good problem to have, but
At
there's
least-
just way too much to do.
Well, at least not too. Like I guess on the other topic is Battlefield 5 got pushed out, so that's
Yeah.
in November
That
now.
buys us a little time. But
Yeah.
there's still the whole end of this year is kind of loaded with some huge games. I mean, there's
dude.
enough to keep me busy for a long time, just in Smash Bros. Alone,
Oh,
which I'm stupid excited about. I can't wait for that game.
are you gonna camp out, or did you pre-order already? Did you pre-order?
I haven't pre-ordered it yet.
Bro, if I move
I'd go
back
pick it
there,
up at midnight.
if I move back there, I'll freaking.
We're
pick
going
it
to
up at
get it.
midnight.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the next day off. That's fine. It's worth it.
Does it come out on it doesn't come out on Friday? Comes out on Thursday? Tuesday or Thursday?
I guess I haven't looked that far to see what that day actually is.
Snap, son. Yeah,
I'm
dude.
looking.
I'll camp
Hang on.
out. Good old days. I'll camp out. Camped out
Yeah.
for
I haven't done that for a while.
for a bunch of Grand Theft Autos, so I want to
I
do
think
that
the last
whenever
one
the
I
new
did
one's-
was, I think Destiny 1 was the last one I did.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's Grand Theft Auto 5. It was a long time ago.
Yeah.
That's even before. Was that before the
Oh shit, son.
one? Oh, what?
It is a Friday.
You know what we're doing?
Yeah, that wherever we go is just going to be completely
What day?
packed. It's going to be insane. What do you mean?
Friday
day?
what? Like the date?
Oh, Friday December 7th.
December 7th. It's gonna be cold.
I don't care.
I don't care.
I'll have you to keep me warm.
Oh snap!
Oh shit. Yeah, we'll go there. That's fine. Whatever.
Cool.
No, I'm going to be warm on hype. Hype will keep me warm.
Warm on hype.
Yeah, that
Hype
was a
levels-
shitty sentence. I can't believe I even just
Hype
said that.
levels will be full, and they will keep thy warm.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Or keep thee warm, right?
Yeah, kind of.
Keep
You
thy
made it
warm.
poetic.
No,
Mine
thy
was
is
just a
not
bad
right.
sentence.
Keep thy thighs warm.
Nice one. There you go.
Yeah, I'll camp out December 7th with you. We'll be like the only two people.
Yeah. For Smash Bros, are you kidding me?
On December 7th in Indiana, nobody goes outside when it's like past Thanksgiving. Nobody goes outside.
Well, then they aren't true fans.
That's crazy. No, if we went to the mall, they'd probably let us stay in the
They
mall,
let
right?
you inside, yeah. They let you inside and snake you around.
We can't do that,
That's where
though.
I picked up Destiny.
We can't do that. We got to go to an outside one. I want to do this right. I want to sit there. I want to take some friggin' blanket and some
Yeah,
hot
we'll
cocoa.
see December 6th how hot you are on that idea.
Canadian, bro. I don't care. I'll sit out there all day.
We've pussified you, though. You've been in,
No, you
in our
haven't.
area. Oh, yeah.
My wife won't go outside, and she's like, "You can go for a walk yourself, whatever." And I do. I still go. I go for walks in the winter all the time. All the time, in and around town. It's like completely empty. And get whatever I need to get. People only like drive, and then they're spinning their fucking tires out everywhere, all over the place. But anyways, Battlefield 5 delayed, bro. 4 weeks.
Yeah.
4 weeks.
It's unreal. Absolutely. Yeah, they got to be running, man. They got to be running from Red Dead. There might be a little bit of a shit cocktail of different things going on here, but
Gross.
they got to be running from Red Dead, and I think they might be having some issues on their side. I mean, they're losing people at the company. I mean, they just had.
So they said they made. So the new release date is now November 20th. That's the first piece.
Right.
But
So
DICE
they pushed
issued
it back a little over a month.
right, and DICE issued a statement on EA's website where it was basically the reasoning behind the delay was that the team wanted to focus on making some final adjustments to the core gameplay, and that they were going to take the time to make that they're going to take their time to make sure that they get it right. So,
I mean,
so they said this.
I
They
know
said-
they're trying to reassure me, but it concerns me more than anything.
right, and they backed it up with. So they said, "You have told us that you are seeing an increased focus on squad play come through. You're also feeling the difference in our revamped player movement, and we are getting a lot of positive feedback for our improved weapons handling." Oscar Gabrielson, general manager of DICE, said in a statement, "You've also spurred us to make some meaningful improvements to the core gameplay experience, including adjusting the gameplay tempo, improving soldier visibility, and reducing player friction. You'll see a lot of these reflected in our open beta that starts on September 6th. Well, that's pretty soon. Oh, snap.
Yeah, I think you can preload it now. Maybe I think I was reading that earlier. I think it was now.
We should totally try it out.
Yeah, I'm down for trying it out. I mean, what's that gonna hurt? So.
The statement also notes that the team wants to ensure its Tides of War live service, which DICE describes as a journey across multiple theaters of World War II and designed to keep our community together. In the new statement, is up to par when Battlefield 5 launches. So he says, Gabrielson said, that's why we're moving our launch date. We're going to take.
That's concerning when you're only a month away from release anyway.
Yeah.
And you're getting ready to go into beta, and you're saying you're pushing it back to.
Well, yeah, and the problem here I have is that so the first statement is we're making final adjustments to the core gameplay. The second paragraph is he's just saying the exact same thing, and then the third one is that's why we're moving our launch date. We're going to take the time to continue to make some final adjustments to core gameplay and to ensure we really deliver on the potentials of Tides of War. We know moving the launch date means that we have to wait a little bit longer, but we're going to take our time to make sure we get it right.
That's PR 101 right there. I mean, say it in 3 different ways, make it sound like you're working on a bunch of different things when there's only a couple issues going on or something like that.
Yeah.
And just reiterate it and try to
here's the thing,
hope it just glasses over.
Right, and Polygon points out, exactly what we point out too, where it's like Battlefield 5 was originally set to launch on October 19th for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Windows PC. October was an already crowded month with Call of Duty Black Ops 4 hitting shelves on October 12th and Red Dead Redemption hitting on October 26th. So you were pushed out. I mean, that's the shit. You were pushed out. You were originally going, to launch on the 19th, which was 7 days after Black Ops 4 was going to hit, and then you had another 7 days, and then Red Dead 2 was going to hit. So you're in between these two monoliths of video games.
Well, now
I'm sure they're just taking extra time to. They're definitely not sitting on it. They're definitely doing whatever they can to make it better. No one's going to sit there for free time in the games industry and not capitalize on it.
That's
that's
not how the game industry works. I mean, it's
But
pretty much balls to the wall all the time. But yeah, no, I don't think it's solely to run. And I'm sure there are things going on. But
I'm just worried about the multiplayer
me.
comment.
Yeah,
like it's maybe too advanced. I know the team at DICE is incredible. Like, I mean, some of the games that these people have created are absolutely insane. And some of those brilliant people on this earth.
For sure.
But yeah, I mean, hopefully it's not like jumping ahead too far technically, and it makes, from a technical perspective that it breaks things. But
as long as the UI is better than Battlefield 1, I'm gonna be content. That was my biggest complaint. Other than, I mean, there was some multiplayer issues. The guns felt the same, yada yada, but. The UI was horrible, and just trying to even get in a group with people and get them to join a game, and instead of dragging your squad into the game with you, you had to join separately. And I mean, how much time did we spend just trying to get a game working smoothly?
A ton.
It was unreal.
Yeah, it was awful.
In this day and age, in a multiplayer game, that should not be something I should even be concerned about, let alone actually having to deal with.
Yeah, people just want in and out.
Games back in 2005 that the live worked better than that, so I just whatever.
Well, we'll have to see. I'm sure the game will come out and it'll be a good game. Honestly, I really do. I have high hopes for this. A lot of people are shitting on it just because of the delay and stuff, and I think that's the wrong way to look at this. I think they see that they're a business and they need to position themselves properly to make money, and also they have time to it sounds like they're taking feedback from people. And this feedback, the feedback is said, basically, please adjust the, gameplay tempo, improve visibility of other soldiers, and reduce player friction. Yeah. And they're doing it. So that's great that they're listening.
Absolutely. Still looking forward to it, even with the delay.
Mm-hmm. So. For sure, man. And it throws it into November, which is a not as crowded month. But...
I mean, it doesn't... It's still crowded. It's just it doesn't have the same kind of competition. Yeah. I mean, you got Pokemon coming out that month.
Oh, you got Leisure Suite Larry. You got Leisure Suite Larry. Wet Dreams Don't Die or Don't Dry. November 6th though.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that one. That one's been on my radar for a while now.
Yeah.
And then you got Fallout 76 actually coming out the week before that. November, but again, it's such a different game that's not really going to steal the same crowd of people. I mean, yeah, you shoot guns in it, but that's really about where the similarities end. Yeah,
no, for sure. For sure. Cool. Sweet, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm stoked for 2018, the rest of 2018. Be curious to see what 2019 holds.
Right. Oh, I got the... So if you are interested in the beta, it looks like if you have EA access, you can play it on September 4th. So
tomorrow.
And then everyone else can play it.
Oh my gosh, in 1 minute you can play it right now.
Yeah. I guess that's also if you pre-order it, you can also play it on September 4th. So EA access or pre-order, you can play it today/tomorrow, whatever you want to call it.
It's only 2 day beta.
Right.
Cool.
And check it out. It looks like the maps that are going to be available are Rotterdam for Conquest, and Arctic Ford, also Conquest, and Grand Operations. So, I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to be too crazy. Probably similar to how Battlefield 1 was, where you played a shitload on one map or whatever, but still good. Get you in there, get you to kind of take a look at the game, see how it plays, see if it's something you're interested in. I mean, should be some good shit.
Yeah, dude. I'm super stoked. Oh, I cannot wait. Oh my gosh.
What game are you looking forward to the most out of the rest of the year? Something that you're going to actually play. Not, I mean, Spider-Man's awesome and all, but I know you aren't going to play it, at least not for the foreseeable future. So, what's your number one game for the rest of the year?
Man, my number one.
Your number one, the one you
Red.
were looking forward
Red
to
Dead.
the most.
Red Dead 2.
Yeah, I figured.
That's my number one. My close
Yeah.
behind that is Smash. And I mean, like, if we're going by system, obviously Switch is Smash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but no, I guess second is Smash, and third's honestly probably Battlefield. Like, I enjoy Fallout,
Yeah.
and I'll play with you guys, but I'm not like, oh my god, like I need this right now. Like, I really enjoy Battlefield, and that's why I'm really hoping, like, you know, we'll play the beta tomorrow and the next day for sure.
Right.
But you know, I'm just really hoping that, you know, everything is what it's supposed to be, and that they really listen to the feedback and they hammer down on that. But those are probably my top 3 games. I really like Mario Party, but also I know what Mario Party is going to turn into. It's going to turn into a game where I play, like, you know, 4 hours of it, 5-6 hours of it in the first, like, 2 days. And then it's going to turn into, like, just like, okay, you know, me and my wife are playing it, and we have people, And it's like, sweet.
Usually drunk, 3 o'clock in the morning type shit again.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you know. But that's great. That's what makes Mario Party fantastic. And that's what Mario Party is supposed to do. It's supposed to be that game that replaces a board game.
With parties.
Yeah, no way.
Right.
Holy shit.
Yeah, shocker.
And Red Dead, I'm just so excited for that. Just everything from the environment is so beautifully done. Just even the physics in the game from a technical perspective are just insane, because they're not ragdolling. Like, they're actually falling like they're supposed to fall. They're not just falling like they're, like, you know, like a plastic bag in the wind. Like, they're actually,
when he was laying the beat down on that guy in that trailer, I mean, he actually snapped back like what you would expect out of someone getting punched while they're laying on the ground. I mean, it didn't look, like you said, ragdolly or weird or anything like that. It looked right in exactly what I would hope for from this game.
Oh man, it's gonna be so good, and it's just gonna get me even more hyped up, dude, for the other Rockstar products that are eventually coming down the road, like a new Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't even imagine what the next Grand Theft Auto is gonna look like.
Yeah, I mean, where do you go from 5? I mean, not necessarily from a graphics perspective, but just like the whole overall gameplay and everything. I mean, 5 was damn near a perfect game.
I think,
it was just,
dude,
it was
everything
unreal.
Rockstar does is gold.
Yeah, they're
I think
damn geniuses over there for sure.
Absolutely, I think they kill it with a nice Grand Theft Auto. I think it's like the biggest one. I think they just like. They come out as like the biggest one they've ever done, the largest one they've ever, like, just something insane. But
hopefully they call it like GTA Ultimate or something like that.
You can play every character ever.
Every character.
From every Grand Theft Auto.
All of the open world maps.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, here's the thing too. Do they just end up, like, is this where Grand Theft Auto switches into where it's just completely online now, going forward?
I can see it happening.
Made them so much
money. I think that would be, I think they would alienate some of their player base. A lot of people really look forward to that single player, and a lot of people don't want to dump the kind of cash that you have to dump into online to actually stay relevant. Or I guess the time. I mean, the time. Yeah, there is the time aspect, but good God, everything costs so much. I got in there and realized I couldn't buy anything. I couldn't even change my hairstyle after hours of playing. So I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out. I'm done. It's not for me."
Oh my gosh, dude.
But shit. No, I think I'm pumped for that. I'm really pumped for Red Dead, and I don't even know if I beat the first Red Dead Redemption. I remember playing it. I remember playing a lot of it, but I still don't think I ever actually beat it.
Than for this title.
With our group that we play with, and seeing how online's gonna come together when they start talking a little more about that, it's gonna be fucking fun. I mean, we're gonna have a blast with it for sure.
Oh, we're dragging Craig behind a horse.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I will do whatever I have to do to make sure that we drag Craig behind a horse.
2 horses.
2 horses.
In the opposite direction, so like we fucking rip Craig apart.
I don't think at
probably
that
put
point
that in
it's
the game.
dragging anymore.
They probably put that in the game where you can fucking just rip somebody body in half like that, like Wolverine did.
Yeah, there you go.
It was Wolverine that ripped a guy in half, right? Or did Wolverine get ripped in half?
Wolverine has been ripped in half quite a few times.
What's the famous one?
I guess not in the
half? What's like the mainstream Wolverine got ripped in half by blank? Was it Hulk?
I think he has been ripped by. I'm pretty sure he's been ripped by Hulk, but
fuck, what a fucking life.
the one that
You
comes
get ripped
to
in half a couple times.
Dude, fucking Deadpool's been ripped in half countless times.
Yeah, but he likes it, like
he
he's
gets
okay
off
with
on it.
Fucking Wolverine's just trying to like do his shit and he gets ripped in half.
Yeah. I was thinking it was Apocalypse that was the big one that I remembered, but I could be way off.
Okay.
It's been a little while since I read through those, but
Cool. Well, man, I think that kind of does it for our video game news. I guess big things are we have a Twitter and an Instagram now. Holy hot diggity dang! That's not the tag. We should have totally done that though for the username. Hot diggity dang. Where can we find us on Instagram there?
On Instagram, we are at Diggity Podcast. Diggity Podcast.
And same with on Twitter. Exact same handle on Twitter. And we post infos about the episodes right now, but we'll start posting about news and stuff like that and kind of our own thoughts as we move along here into the sweet world of social media.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to keep it a little low-key until we actually got a little bit more content. I wanted to wait until we got another episode up.
Oh, you didn't want to just blast photos of things?
Yeah, no, I didn't want to be that guy.
You gotta take a belfie.
Nobody likes that guy.
You ever heard of that?
A belfie?
It's a butt selfie. You ever see that?
Yeah, no, I'm probably going to pass on the belfie, man. I mean, if you want to post one up there, go
That's
for
where
it.
Like the girls, they sit on, you've seen that, right? The end of the
Yeah,
dock
sit
or whatever,
on-
and they
right.
pull their bikini bottoms up to their, like, up their ass cracks or whatever, and it just, like, they wedgie themselves. I mean, they give themselves a wedgie, and then that's a belfie.
I mean, I suppose I can do that. If that's something that people want, I can do that.
You could, man. You totally could. Anyways, follow us on social media, and give us a great rating if you like the show. It helps the show out a ton. You can give us a rating on iTunes, Google Podcasts, all that kind of stuff. We're also on Spotify now, which is really cool. So we're on Spotify, iTunes, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio. Man, I can fucking tell my Google Home to play Diggity Podcast yesterday.
Yeah.
And without it fucking up 3 times and playing, no diggity. And that's so cool. Telling a fucking robot in my kitchen to play with me, I
was telling Amber about that. I was like, man, I really need to get a Google Home now so
Just
I
to hear your
can just
voice?
tell it to play our podcast. Every once in a while, just when she doesn't expect it, I'll tell Google to play it. That way she has to hear yours and my voice.
Talking about Belfies?
Yeah, man. Talking about belfies.
That's awesome. Well, hey, with that, thanks for listening, and get out there and get some sweet, sweet Belfies. See ya.
Yeah.